Hello and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here at Helm's Deep after the battle has taken place, and we got, in the last episode, we got the Survivor of a Long Night title, so that is all done. The epic battles are, or at least those 5 epic battles are now completed, and we are very, very close. How much XP? 21,495 experience from level 100, which I'm hoping we can get from this session play over here. I can't remember if you get XP from session plays. I'm just really hoping that we do, because we're going to be losing the token of the Hornburg today when we level up, and that's going to lose us the plus 25% experience gain on monster kills and crafting, which when you think about it, a majority of our XP does come from quest completion, so it's not actually going to be a huge loss. I think we get quest completions on here, yeah, so I mean, we're just losing the 25% on monster kills and crafting, which you know, not going to be a massive loss that I'm going to be really worried about, to be honest. And it allows us to get another pocket item, which will hopefully help us out, because we've got some kind of cool ones. But before we get into that, we need to have a look at our Hobbit gift of the day, which is going to be 600 shards. Pretty much anything bar this attack damage would have been great here. Some heritage runes, not a big one, but it's a heritage rune. Extra double XP, shards and shards. I'm glad I got the incomparable one though compared to the uncommon, because that's 3 times the amount. And shards, I use quite a lot of shards, if I'm honest. So yeah, what we're going to be doing, as I said, is we're going to be going in the session play first, going and taking the Hornburg. I can't think it would last too long, just because I assume we just quite quickly die, because we're playing as an orc. And then what we'll do is, it doesn't show on the map right now, but around about up here-ish, I think, just a bit further, or a bit before Helm's Dyke, we will find Aragorn and Theoden, even though Theoden's here, you know. Anyway, time for us to do this. We need to, you have survived a long night standing before the walls of the Hornburg. It's time to take your prize at last. The horsemen must fall. Let us play with the White Hand Orc, level 100. Okay, so now entering the Deeping Comb. It's the first time we played as an orc, I think. This is the closest I've ever gotten to monster play, I think, as well. We have the boss over here. Ask the boss when the battle will be done. Damn, these guys are loud. The night's almost over, but we will take them. These horsemen have no friends to save them. We'll get over the walls and eat the hearts of everyone else. One of them today we feast. Now getting back in line, worm. So get back in line, just sorting out that, but yeah. Talk to my neighbour. Hello, neighbour. Watch and wait. What was that noise? Let's see. Talk to your neighbor again. Let me at him. What do you say? What, you brute, let's charge. Wait, what's that? Something has unnerved the other orcs. What do we have? Try to escape south. This way is not safe. Northwest? This way. This is northwest, right? This way has been taken by the cursed men. East. have a feeling it's not going to go as well as we want it to. East this way, I take it. It doesn't show us too well. Oh, that's an invisible barrier. Maybe up here. Yeah, the blasted elf has blocked the way. Run north. Surprised nobody's attacking me. It's very weird that they're not doing that. Oh. Find a spot to rest and rest briefly at the edge of the trees. I guess we can just rest over here. Is this fine? Like, the thing is, yeah, there's a barrier, like, there. So, where does it want us to rest? Oh, over here, maybe. Oh, let's not mess up with that. These strange trees are providing cover. Or will provide cover. I need to run through the forest and probably kill some trees. Or I can just sort of run past them, I hope. I've got 38k health. And we don't do all that much damage. But they're slowly catching up. Oh, I'm being blocked. If I die to lag, I'm gonna be upset. Like, this shouldn't just be a normal barrier, because normally they should, Alright, fine. That was an interesting way to finish. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of lag, I think. Okay, there we are. That session play has been completed. If I'd known they wanted us to just die, I would have just done that. But I didn't. I thought they wanted us to try and escape. And also, I don't know if that was like edge of the like world in that area, or if it was just lag, but it wouldn't let me progress any further anyway. And I just found it quite funny that we died, completed the quest, and then we started sort of fist pumping in the air before dying again. I find that a little bit amusing. But upon talking to the Theoden here, let's take the Hornburg. We'll get a Hammerhead title. We'll also get a Heritage Rune with 26,800, some Steed XP, some Legendary XP, which I don't think is going to be particularly useful because I think everything's maxed for the moment until in a minute. And some Helmingus rep, and also a bunch of XP, which should get us to level 100. And there we are. Featured instances. Featured instances are now available because you've reached level 100. Completing the featured instance grants specially selected rewards, including premier equipment when the instant is played at level cap. You can earn featured instant rewards once per day at level cap, and once per day at 100 to cap with an optional reset. So you can get pretty much 100. So you can have like 15 attempts per day in theory then. I think that's how it's sort of wording it. Look for the current featured instance, which rotates weekly in an instance finder panel and in an instance launch to join panels, which should be... It's not Control I, it's Control F. And then Bells of Dale. Never done that one before. So, other than that, we have a title, we have some quests, which we shall accept and promptly thereafter forget about. But it's essentially free XP because we're just going... Well, not at least... well, I say free XP, but even if we don't do the XP things, we could get some legendary item XP. There was one over here that gave me a Ministriff silver piece. So these are all level 100, 101 quests. But it's in, like, Gondor, which isn't currently what we're dealing with, because right now, all we have to worry about is this quest here. That's not even the quest I'm on about, it's actually this one. That's in book 4, this is, well, volume 4, this is in volume 3. So we're a little bit off that for a while. So now what we're going to have to do is travel north to a place that currently won't show, but I swear is there. We're going to have to go talk to Aragorn and Theoden on the field outside the gates. Also, as we can see, Token the Hornburg should not be equipped as you do not meet its requirements. The item will be unequipped if you do not correct this condition. So right now we can have it on still. It gives you a little bit of leeway, but we'll never be able to equip it again. I'm just waiting for the moment it tries to unequip it, because, you know, as soon as it does that, we have our pocket item ready over, I think it's this one, 186 agility, 155 vitality, 93 fate. Should we just put it on, because we're not really going to have too much of an issue, and this will give us a bunch of stuff. Actually, I want to check something. Like, we can get rid of that, that's fine. But because we're now level 100, we should be able to open these and hopefully get some level 100 stuff. There we are. Look, this necklace is now a level 100, but it is not a critted one. That's the only issue. Stars of Merit and Stars of Merit, and not too useful then. Okay, I think I might have worked out what the issue is. I think it is technically in the sunrise area. Yep, there we are. So wherever we are during this is apparently 30,000 meters away from the actual, like, real Helm's Deep. That is still bugged out. That's nice to see. So my complaints about not being able to come down here at least changed. I can at least come out here this way now. But yeah, that's why we were confused, because basically we were in this area, in this instanced area, and then we went back to the original area to do that session play. But now we're over here. So talk to Aragorn and Theoden. So I'll talk to you first.
Fortune was with us this day.
I do not know what man blew the Helm Hammerhand, but it's filled our foes with terror, especially the wild men of Dunland. They thought Helm came again among the living, who is to say he did not. The orcs led before us, but they knew not what the make of the forest now lies in Helm's Dyke. Gandalf may know, for it seems a thing of sorcery. I know only that the wood is no friend to the orcs, for none that passed that way have emerged. Okay, now we need to go talk to Gandalf on the field of victory, who is apparently over here somewhere. Apparently he's done something with the trees, but it might just be the Ents. So that's probably what it actually is.
Do you see the forest over yonder? That is no doing of mine.
What was that about the... Yeah, there's no doing of mine. Those trees were brought here by a power much older than my own, and much greater than its own way. In its own way. Yeah, I guess we'll find out then. If it wasn't Gandalf, we'll find out, I'm sure, later what actually caused the Ents to be here. Or it might not even be just Ents, it might just be legitimately just, yeah, trees brought to life. Right, some Dunlendings have been captured.
Even the memory of Helm Hammerhand fills these Dunlendings with fear.
I have some difficulty convincing these warriors that their lives will be spared. I think Saruman painted them the picture of my people rather different than reality. Talk to the fighting Dunlending warrior by Éomer.
The horsemen burn their captives alive. Solomon's sword with his sorceries.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. I know what the horsemen do their captures. I will not let that happen to my men. This straw man says we will be spared, but how can I trust this man who weighs the value of a horse above its own children? The horsemen burn their captives alive. They feed upon the dead. Saruman saw it in his sorceries. You assure the Dunlending warrior that it's simply one more lie of Saruman's, and that Éomer is an honourable man. The soldier fears abates slightly, but it will take some time before he is at ease. In time, the lies of Saruman will be proven to be falsehoods. You leave Éomer in to his charges. And then we gotta go find Legolas and Gimli down over here. And I don't know if this is the end of Book 13 and Volume 3. Might lead us on to that other one, because we do have the introduction quest at Book 1, Volume 4, so that'll be nice, right?
Dawn brings with it an end to our struggle, for now.
Oh, Gimli won
Joyful
the
sunrise.
competition. His tally exceeds mine by 1. I begrudge him not to contest, but I am worried when the fighting drove him back to the caves and none seem to know his fate. But he tells me you were a staunch ally, and I thank you for that. Doubtless you softened some foes as well, and helped to win our competition. I forgive you for that, my friend. As I said, it was only in jest, for the light of the morning seemed more ripe for jesting than any we have seen of late. And I'm sure he's going to be like, I won, I won, I won.
You stand before a victorious dwarf,
See, you're quite a help within the caves, and I thank you for your aid. The fighting was thick, and the outcome was not certain, but we triumphed, and now the light of day banishes the fears of the night. I am glad we are here to see it. And finally, back to Gandalf to finish up this quest. Hopefully get quite a bit of XP from it. And then, yeah, I think that it feels like we might be moving on to book 4. Or volume 4, rather. Straight after this, which, if I'm right, you know, introduction is in West Gondor. So, oh, I've run past you. Hello, Gandalf. Again.
The battle is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory.
We'll soon need to travel to Isengard, there to see what has become of Saruman now that his army is defeated and his treacherous goals laid low. But for now, there is work of recovery to be done. We nurse our wounds, tend to our fallen, and we see what must be done in the deep and the ravaged field of Rohan. I will call for you when the time has come to set our sights upon Isengard and Saruman.
Now we must look to the future.
Okay, no, we actually are not going to the next, well, we're going to the next book, just not the next volume. Chapter 1 of Book 14, The Battle is Won. Talk to Theoden on the field of victory at Helm's Deep after sunrise, and that's going to get us some Heritage Runes and also some Celebrant Salves, level 90. Not going to be too useful. And we also got this. Yeah, okay, just send me some mail. And decompletion. We're completing that book. So we're going to go, well, we've got Theoden over here, and I want to see where this leads us to. So the battle is won. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'll stay here for the moment. I won't continue the quest. What we'll do, we didn't get too much of XP out of today just because we had one quest that took us a little while, which is just finding it. But basically, I think what we'll do is we'll leave this for the moment. We'll get Book 14 started properly in the next episode, because as I said, it took a little while today, but we leveled up to 100. I also need to go get some level 100 weapons now, which I will get sorted out, and I can get rid of most of this level 95 stuff because it's pretty useless to us at the moment. Like, the problem is you've got the veteran and skills vanguards for dexterous bracelets. As well, I get a bit more morale and a bit more fate. I lose vitality and agility, which is just really frustrating. But if we got the blue version of this, it would be like perfect. But that means we would have to do more epic battles, which might be something we do in the future. But for now, I'm a little bit burnt out on them, I think. To kind of have the best way of saying it, I've done quite a lot of them, and I just feel like a break is necessary. So I do need to clear out this. I need to get new weapons, but we shall do that at some point relatively soon, because we are currently in an instance area and I don't want to leave again because I'm going to forget where I am. So we'll do all this until we get back to regular old Helm's Deep or somewhere else, and then we'll worry about it, I think, because it's not going to, you know, it's not going to cause much of a hassle because most of this stuff is level 95 anyway. So it should be fine, but that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.